Hi, I'm Rich Burk. Welcome to the introduction to our new series, Hops Top 10, highlighting the 10 biggest games in Hillsboro Hops franchise history. Over the upcoming weeks, we'll be counting down from number 10 to number 1, including an interview with a central figure from each game. As you probably know, since they came into existence in 2013, the Hillsboro Hops have the best record in the Northwest League. Not only that, but of 160 teams across minor league baseball, the Hops have the highest winning percentage over the past 7 seasons of any other team. Yep, they're number 1 of 160. I first proposed this top 10 games concept to Hops staff, members who had been there since the beginning, with the idea that we would vote on it and to come up with a list. And the response I got was this: great idea, but it's not really our place to say. They said to me, you've seen more games than any of this. You decide on the top 10. And so I did. It wasn't easy. Including the postseason, the Hops have played 555 games in franchise history. We've had far more walk-off wins in our history than any other team in the league, 39 to be exact. The Northwest League has been around for 65 years. And the Hops have made the playoffs 6 straight seasons, the only team in league history ever to do that. So needless to say, there were lots of fantastic games to choose from. So which games didn't make the top 10? Well, I'll give you 10 of those. Let's count down quickly from number 20 down to number 11. Number 20, July 7, 2013, home against Vancouver. In just the 24th game in franchise history, the Hops played the longest game they would ever play, winning on a Ryan Gebhardt foul flyout, scoring John Leonard in the bottom of the 19th inning. With minor league baseball's new extra inning rules instituted in 2018, a runner at second base to start every half inning, this record, 19 innings, figures to stand for a while. Number 19, August 13, 2014, home against Boise. I've had the opportunity to call 4 no-hitters, including 2 perfect games in my professional baseball broadcasting career. But this is one that got away. It should have been number 5. Hops pitchers, in fact, did throw 9 no-hit innings against Boise. But the problem was the Hops hadn't scored a run. In fact, the only hit for either club over the first 9 innings was a 5th inning single by Hillsboro designated hitter Jake Mayers. Boise's second baseman broke the spell with 1 out in the top of the 10th inning. David Bodie, who would go on to play in the big leagues with the Chicago Cubs, Bodie had a 1-out double. He would be stranded on base. And then in the bottom of the 10th inning, the Hops won on a walk-off base on balls drawn by Taylor Ratliff. But that was a no-hitter that should have been. Number 18, August 1st, 2018, at home against Vancouver, Hops right fielder Will Gorman had been hit in the face by a pitch back on opening night in Everett in the second plate appearance of the season. He returned to the lineup on the road in late July and made his long-awaited home debut wearing a face guard attached to his helmet on August the 1st. That night, he had a game-ending 3-run home run to beat Vancouver.
2 pitch swung on, hammered to deep right field, way back over the head of the right fielder. It is gone. A 3-run game-ending jack for Will Gorman. And the Hops win it 8-5.
Number 17, August 21st, 2017, Hillsboro at Salem Kaiser. You remember August the 21st, 2017 for non-baseball reasons, right? That was the date of the North American eclipse. Salem Kaiser staged a morning game that day to coincide with the eclipse. The idea was that they were going to start the game, play a couple of innings, and then pause, and then finish the game. It worked out kind of. They only got a half an inning in before it was time to pause the game. In that the first inning, Dalton Varsho of the Hops hit a home run. Matter of fact, he stole the show on the day. He was a catcher by trade, DHing that day for the Hops. He did something even Roy Hobbs never did in the natural. Varsho hit home runs on both sides of the eclipse. 2 home runs in that game, and the Hops won it 9-5. Number 16, September 10th, 2015, The Hops at home against Tri-City in Game 1 of the Northwest League Championship Series.
Hernandez delivers. Morales goes. The pitch outside. Olmeda's throw. The tag by Dansby. Reaching down. They got him. What a tag by Dansby Swanson. Leaping into the air and reaching down to apply the tag on Mitch Morales. One down in the 9th inning.
Independent League signee Brett Shankin tossed 7 innings, allowing 5 hits and 1 run. And Luis Veras hit a run-scoring single in the bottom of the 8th to put Hillsboro up 2-1. Flamethrower Ariel Hernandez pitched around 3 walks to record the final 5 outs and secure the win in Game 1 of that best-of-3 title matchup. Number 15, September the 7th, 2016, Game 1 of the South Division Series at home against Eugene. And little-used Hops catcher Jose K. Lees whacked a base hit in the bottom of the 10th inning, giving the Hops a 4-3 win and a 1-0 lead over Eugene.
The 2-1 pitch to Kaylee's ground ball fair down the third base line, pumping his fist as he rounds third. Here comes Caravionis. The Hops win it. They win it. Jose Kaylee's with a walk-off base hit to left. Hillsboro goes up 1-0 in the Northwest League South Division playoff series with a 4-3 10-inning victory. You know it, baby.
In the best-of-3 South Division Series, of course, we know what happened next. The M's would win the next 2 games, eliminate Hillsboro for the first time in 3 consecutive seasons, and in fact, the Emeralds have a 6-game postseason winning streak over the Hops that still stands to this day. Game number 14, July 5th, 2017, the Hops at Salem Kaiser. Hillsboro shortstop Jan Sanchez hit for the cycle. Yep. He became the first, and to this point, only ever Hop to have a single, double, triple, and home run in the same game, as the Hops spanked Salem Kaiser 17-2 in Kaiser, and the Hops pounded out a club record 25 hits. Game number 13, July 18, 2013. There was nothing special about this game itself, a 5-3 Hops win at home against Spokane, but it was the beginning of the franchise's winning ways that have been consistent to this day. Remember, the Hops in 2013 started with just 8 wins in their first 33 games? Yep, they started 8-25. Well, this date, July 18th, 2013, was the day it all turned around. Beginning on that date, the Hops had the best record in the Northwest League the remainder of the 2013 season, and by far the best record in the Northwest League over the next 7 years. Number 12, September 8th, 2015. At home against Salem Kaiser, the Hops had lost Game 1 of the South Division Series on the road. Game 2 of the best-of-3 series, Hops starting pitcher Carlos Hernandez, who was the Northwest League Pitcher of the Year in 2015, lived up to his billing. He tied the franchise record with 12 strikeouts, a record that still stands, over 6 1/3 innings.
Got him looking, and there's number 12. And a record-tying 12 strikeouts. He gets an embrace from manager Shelly Duncan and a wonderful standing ovation.
And the Hops won 8-0. It tied the series at a game apiece, and you can look for more on this series when we get into future episodes. And finally, number 11, July 20th, 2014, at Eugene. The Hops clinched their first ever playoff berth. In the top of the 9th inning of a tie game, the Hops had runners at first and third and nobody out. Eugene, for some reason, left the infield back. M's manager Robbie Wine later admitted his mistake. George Roberts did what he needed to do, hit a routine ground ball to second base. He was playing deep, and the go-ahead run scored. The Hops led 3-2, and they would eventually win it 3-2. And then 30 minutes later, when Salem Kaiser beat Boise in Boise, the Hops popped the champagne in the visiting clubhouse in Eugene to celebrate their first ever playoff berth. That's a pretty remarkable list in and of itself, and those are the games that didn't make the top 10.